I'm so excited.
This semester we're producing the SpongeBob Musical. Just coming out of a pandemic, we were looking for a title that was bright, colorful, splashy, and above all fun. Students are involved in every aspect of the production, not only cast, but certainly crew, and students are involved in the building of the productions in costume, scenery, props, and so on. With this production, we're not trying to create mascot costumes. Really, we're trying to create the character in a way that is human and not two-dimensional. We're taking the two-dimensional cartoon character and turning it into a fun human version of those characters. We're very excited to be back on the Morrison Center main stage. It has been since 2015 with our production of Little Women that we've had the opportunity to perform on the Morrison Center stage.
To have a facility like this and not get our students on there, I think would be a crime for us. I mean, it is one of the premier Northwest venues, and to be able to be in a venue like that, 2,000 seats, really hone their craft in a different way, really tests them and makes them really reach a little further in all their skills. This show is probably one of the heaviest prop shows that we've done. It's not like you're gonna run out and buy, SpongeBob stuff and bring it in like we can, for a realistic play. So there's a lot of designing in that case, and almost everything is built.
So I am a part of the musical SpongeBob SquarePants, put on by the Boise State Theater Department, and I am the props master for it. So anything that is moving on and off stage that's somewhat smaller or is in somebody's hands, I'm taking care of. I grew up on SpongeBob, so I remember always thinking when I was younger, oh, there's not a real Krusty Krab, there's not a real this and that, so it's really awesome that I'm now in my 20s and I get to kind of bring my childhood to life, so that's really cool.
Nothing that you see on that stage is any one person going, all right, I'm going to do this. It's not just the director, it's not just the actors, it's not just the musicians, and it's not just the dancers. It's everybody working together to create something greater than the sum of all these parts.
As an actor, you have to play it like a kid would, which is deadly serious, or what's the point? So it can't be adults winking at the audience saying, we're just playing. It has to be adults playing for real. But the audience sees that, my hope is, will see that real behavior in the midst of a very playful world. But that the actors are approaching it, as we always say in the theater, as a very high stakes proposition.
I think that after these 2 years that we've all had to deal with, SpongeBob is a show about overcoming adversity, and it's about how that comes from the strangest places sometimes. It doesn't always come from where you'd expect. Sometimes it comes from, a sponge living in a pineapple. And sometimes it comes from, a friend knocking on your door and asking how you're doing. Being able to sing songs, every night as a character who just emotes joy constantly is one of the best things I've ever gotten to do in my entire life.